Hey everybody, it's Karen with Food and Family. I'm starting dinner and I'm going to bring you along. I've got my amazing pot that I have fallen in love with. Now I've got some olive oil in it, and I've got a pork steak over here that I had in the freezer and I thawed out. And we're going to get it ready and we're going to go in here and do this. Y'all have seen me do the pork chops, potatoes, and cabbage. It's almost like that, except we're using a pork steak, but we love it. And I've got some corn on the cob in the pot back here, and that's what we're having for dinner tonight. Now I'm going to salt and pepper this pork steak. We're not flouring it. We're not going to use any flour, so we're just going to kind of brown it up on its own. So just sear it. We just want to get, I'm not going for done right now. I just want to get it a little bit brown. So we're going to get that hot. But, you know, I want to put a little Cajun twist to it. And I've got some of this Slap Your Mama seasoning. And I'm going to put a little bit of this on it. I'm not going to use a whole lot. Although I have to say, y'all know me in heat, and to me, this is not bad. So I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to put a little Slap Your Mama on. And if Brandon was here, he would be doing this to me. He does it every time we use that. Okay, but we're not done with it yet. We may come back to that. So this doesn't take long to get hot. Can you hear that sizzle? That's what you want to hear. Now, I need to move this pan because I'm done with it. And y'all, I did not touch the meat. But while that's cooking, I'm just going to get a good brown on each side. And it doesn't take long. I'm going to peel some potatoes and cut them up. But y'all don't want to watch me peel potatoes. So I'll be right back. And then we're going to finish, go ahead with this meal and get on to finishing it up, okay? All right, our pork steak is browning up beautifully. But let me tell you what I'm going to do while that's browning up. I have some different colored bell peppers here that I cut up today, and I put some in the freezer. Y'all know I like to do that. But I saved some out for this dish. And I've got some jalapeno peppers. I had somebody say, what is a jalapeno? It's like a jalapeno. It tastes just like a jalapeno, except it doesn't have the heat. So therefore it's called a jalapeno. So I'm going to drop these right in here and let them start sauteing around a little bit. Then I'm going to cut up an onion. I peeled on the smaller side of a medium onion. And so we're going to cut it up. I'm just cutting it up in little half moons like that. I cut it in half, and then I lay it down like this and cut it this way. So, and I know y'all can't see what I'm doing over here with this big pot. That's what happens when I film over here. That's why I try to film as much as I can over on my counter when using my electric skillet. But somebody says, you've got a beautiful stove, why don't you film on the other side? And so I thought I would try to do some of that a little more for you guys. Yes, I love my stove. And I love being over here by the window. And I know y'all can't see out, but it is just absolutely gorgeous out there right now. But trust me, it's deceiving because it's hot. Okay, so let's stir that around. Oh, yeah. This smells so good. I want to put a little bit of salt and pepper on these peppers and onions. And it's going to kind of sweat out. That wasn't half a teaspoon of salt, y'all. It's going to sweat out those onions a little bit. Again, with the Cajun seasoning. And I've said it before, I said it again, we need to smell a video. but that's gonna sweat out these onions. So they're gonna get done, and they're gonna get down in there. Then we're gonna add some cabbage and potatoes, but I'm gonna add the potatoes next. Can you see how beautiful this pork steak is coming along? Can you see that? Oh my goodness gracious, yeah. It's going to be delicious, and I know Pop's going to enjoy this meal when we get it all done. But while that's going, let's cut up our potatoes. I peeled and washed like 3 medium-sized potatoes. That's plenty for me and him. So we're just going to chunk them up. I said, I think I'll cut it in half, because this is going to take longer to cook the potatoes than it is any of this, y'all. That's a good starchy potato. So I'm just going to cut it up in big chunks, about like this. So, and we'll throw those over in there in a minute. I want to give those onions and peppers just a couple of minutes to cook. And the ones that got a little bigger, I may go back and I had one that I had to cut down a little bit. So let me get these onions and peppers cooked down a little bit, sauteed a little bit. And I'm going to come back and we're going to put these potatoes in. I'll see you in a minute. All right, y'all, these peppers are getting soft. So we're going to go ahead and put our potatoes in, and I'm just going to scatter them right on top. And just, I'm going to cut that out of there because I don't like the way that looked. There we go. We're just going to scatter them right on top of there. I've got some chicken broth here, and y'all, I'm not looking for, I just want a little moisture to steam these. I'm not looking for, we're not making a soup or anything like that. I'm just going to put some on top, a little bit. So what we're going to do is cook through. That wasn't enough to try to save. That might have been half a cup, if that much. And so what I want to do, though, is get these potatoes. Because remember, we're still cooking. We've still got some cabbage to add on top of that. So y'all give me just a minute. I'm going to put a lid on this because I want to keep all this in here. And looky here. I want to keep all that good steam in there, and it's going to get those potatoes steamed through and get them softened. That's all we're after, is get them to soften. When they're almost done, then we're going to put some cabbage in. So y'all give me a minute and I'll be back, okay? Okay, y'all, my potatoes are getting soft. They're not quite done yet, but they will be soon. I don't know if you can see in this pot or not, but I'm taking some pictures for you. So I've got my cabbage. I've only got a piece of a cabbage because I bought one that was a little more medium size. It wasn't quite large. And I've used some of it. So I don't want to let it go to waste. I want to use the rest of it. So I'm going to cut this up. I don't know if I'll use it all or not. We'll see. And hey, what I don't use, I can make some coleslaw out of it in another day or so. Okay, so I am just going to start dropping it over right in this pot on top of all of that. And y'all, if you have my Volume 1 cookbook, the pork chops, potatoes, cabbage, and sausage is on page 53. Now, to that dish, I added smoked sausage. I'm not adding smoked sausage to this, although it'd be delicious, wouldn't it? You know what? I think I will finish out this cabbage. And we'll have leftovers because I don't think me and Pop's going to eat that whole pork steak. No, it's a big steak, y'all. So we'll just have lunch or dinner, whichever we want from it. Okay, so now we're going to season this layer. And y'all, I tell you, that's part of the core. I don't want that. Although when we were kids, Mama would cook a cabbage and she'd save that core and she'd cut it up and we would just eat on it, munch on it, and we just loved it. How many of you do that? I've had a couple of you tell me that y'all do it. So we're going to put a little bit of salt, some pepper, some Slap Your Mama. Not a whole lot, because remember we've got it in this other. But I'm going to put some onion powder, and I know we've got onions in it, and that is about a teaspoon. I didn't have a full teaspoon, so I filled it up. And some garlic powder. Yeah, I could have pulled out one of my garlics from the freezer, but I didn't. And to be honest with you, I didn't think about it until just now. But we are using garlic powder. This is going to be delicious. It's just smelling better and better as we go along. So, get that in there. And I'm going to cover it up. And I'm going to let that steam through. Get it on there good. My corn is done. I turned it off. I've got some dinner rolls that I just put some butter on, nothing big. I got these from the deli department. I've got my oven heating up, and I'm going to put some dinner rolls in there to go with this. We've got a meal, so y'all stick with me, and I'm going to come back in and I'll show you how we pull this all together, okay? Okay, y'all, I have got this finished, and I want you to see down in this pot. Now, I took some good pictures for you. So I'm going to make a plate that I'm going to call Pop in, so we can get him fed too, because I know he's going to be hungry and he's going to be ready for this meal. All right, so I want some of this pork steak, and I'm just going to break me off a little piece. Y'all, it is just breaking apart with my spoon here, and I'm not having to do anything to it. I want some of these potatoes and this cabbage, and it's got those peppers and onions all dotted through it. Oh, it's going to be delicious. I know it is. And I want one of these corns on the cob. Y'all know I love corn on the cob, and you've seen me make it quite frequently. So I'm going to set that right there because I want to give this a try. Y'all, we've got our tomatoes. I just sliced up one tomato for me and Pop, some cucumbers, and my banana pepper. I love it. But let's give this a try. I've not made this before using the Slap Your Mama, but I think it's going to be good, giving that little bit of a Cajun vibe to it. Here we go. Let's try it. It's hot. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Try some of this potatoes with the peppers. And I think there's an onion in there too.
Are you taste testing without your favorite taste tester?
I am. Come and taste test with me. Oh my word. Come here. We can taste right here off this plate. And then we'll make you your own plate. Looky there.
Pork steak.
Pork steak, cabbage, potatoes. You know, we've had this before, but we did pork chops.
Right.
But I put a little bit of a Cajun vibe to this one, and I used some Slap Your Mama
Uh-oh.
seasoning. That's like Brandon likes to use. So get you a fork right there and taste this with me. Oh, it's so good.
What you tasting? Cabbage and taters?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Yeah. P.O. is silent in potatoes. Taters.
Taters. Potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
Not good?
It is.
And there's not too much heat in there from that slap your mama. It's just enough to let you know you've got a little something, but it's not an overpowering heat. And you know I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit of the heat now. But it's not bad.
Comes right at the end.
It's a good flavor.
I did some rolls. We've got some corn on the cob, as you can see. Our tomatoes, cucumbers, and peppers. I don't know what more we need. We've got a whole meal right here in this one pot.
Pork steak's good.
It is very tender in
It
them.
is.
Very tender. We like pork steak. And I think we have another one out in the freezer so we can do another meal.
You do. I saw you put it out there.
Isn't this delicious, though?
It is. I like it.
Yes. All right.
Very
So
good.
I told you he's been working in this heat the last 2 days out in the yard and doing around. So, but we're going to get him fed and cooled off. And so we're going to let you go and we're going to, I have to answer one question
I've
though.
been sitting on the front porch talking on the phone. I don't,
But you've been working
I'm not
throughout the
sweating.
day.
I have.
But we have had this question a couple of times. Why do we stand at the bar and eat? And why do we eat off of one plate? We don't. This is just taste testing for you guys. We actually have our own plates and we sit at our dining room table together. I'm sorry, the camera's down a little bit short for you.
That's okay. But yeah, as soon as we finish the video or she finishes the video, we go sit down at the table.
Yeah. With
Yeah.
our own plates.
Get our water, our tea, whatever. Yeah, with our own plate.
Yeah. This is just
We are
for
using
taste
our own
testing.
forks right
Yeah.
now.
This is for just taste testing so you guys will know that we really do like this.
That's good.
Thank you. So I like cooking for him. All right. I hope you've enjoyed this video and you're going to come back and visit with us. I'm going to get him his plate made and we're going to go sit down together and we might just talk through dinner instead of turning on the TV like we do a lot of times, but that's okay too. Whatever makes you happy. But y'all, please come back and visit with us because we certainly enjoy having each and every one of you here in our kitchen. I just feel like you're all here with me. But don't forget, we have 2 cookbooks. We have volume 1 and volume 2, which I showed you earlier that the original recipe this stemmed from is in volume 1 on page 53. So if you missed it, here it is again. And as always, I will put the recipe in the description box below this video. So I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you'll go check out our cookbooks, and you can find them on our website. It's Karen Jones Food and Family.com, and that's listed in the description box up under the video as well. Thanks again, everybody, and I'll see you soon.